Hi guys, hi beautiful people, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Abby Crystal here, and in today's video I'm going to be analyzing my standouts in the national costume. Guys, like today I took out time to talk about the preliminary competition. So I just finished watching the prelims, the national costume. Okay, yeah, national costume before prelims. So I just finished watching the national costume, and these are my standouts from the African region. Okay, so we've specifically focused on the standouts in the national costume. I'll just talk a bit on the other ones, but let me see how it goes. I don't want this video to be too long because of course I have the prelims coming up very soon. So let me just quickly talk about the national costume, edit and upload today. Okay, so first of all, yeah, the African countries, I would say they tried, but I have my standouts. And another thing again I want to talk about is most of them, when you're talking about national costume, it has to do with what your country is known for, what is your country's identity. But I say that most of them, I don't know, they are just copying the Latinas and the Caribbean way of styling their costumes. Okay, but I just want to talk about, I also want to include those that put in the hard work, in as much as it's not the identity of their countries, or it doesn't fit the identity of their countries, but I want to also recognize those that put in the hard work, in the national costume as well. All right, so let me start with number one, Angola. I love Miss Angola's national costume. I love the headpiece. I love just the entire styling. The work she put into the costume. For me, I think it's okay. It's okay. I love the fact that she came out and opened her the cape at the back. I think it's a cape at the back, and gave up this depiction of the I don't know what she was actually depicting, but I'm just talking about the effort she put into the costume. For me personally, I'll give her 5/10 because to me it's not unique, but she put in a lot of effort into the costume. So next we have Botswana. I'm not a fan of this gown from Botswana, guys. Like seriously, I'm not really a fan of this gown, but I would say, well, it's a 5/10 for me. Next we have Cape Verde. I'm not really a fan of this because it looks like I don't know. I think most of them are depicting their national flag, which is quite different from national costume. Okay, but the headpiece is more or less like the Caribbean. So I don't know, probably because Cape Verde was it was colonized by is it French or Portugal? Is that Portugal or Spain? I think that's their colonial. They were colonized by either Portugal or Spain. So it looks like the Latin type of costume. I would give her 5/10. Next we have Cote d'Ivoire. I loved Cote d'Ivoire's costume, although it has the touch of this Caribbean whatever. But I feel like she put a lot of hard work into the costume. I loved the elephant artifact or design on her, because you guys know that Ivory Coast is known for their logo, or their I think their coat of arms or whatever they call it, like they are known for elephants, like they are known for having elephants in their country rather. Okay, so I would say that for her to depict the national treasure or national identity, it's enough for me to say okay, at least I give her 7/10 in this national costume. But I still felt like she put in a lot of hard work into it. At least she's better than the rest. So going forward, I have Miss Egypt. I loved the costume of Miss Egypt. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is what Egypt stands for. You guys know that Egypt, their logo is, their identity is Pharaoh. Okay, so I love the fact that she did this. She had this look on her, this Pharaoh like design, and also the headpiece had depicts Pharaoh as well. That Pharaoh kind of design, hat and all that. Yeah, so I think Egypt actually depicts the national costume of their country. So I'll give her 8/10. Next we have DRC Congo. Well. I don't know what Congo was actually depicting, but I feel like there are more to the country. For me, Congo put in a lot of effort, and I love the design of this costume, but I don't actually know what she was actually depicting in Congo, you know. So I think that there should be a national identity of, you know, the Congolese people, and I don't see her depicting that. So I'll give her 5/10. Next we have Miss Ghana. I don't really understand what was Ghana actually depicting, because this is a butterfly, but and okay, this butterfly has the Ghanaian flag on it, but I don't understand. For my Ghanaian brothers and sisters here, please, what is the Ghanaian? What is the identity of the Ghanaian? But I don't know. I don't think it's butterfly, so I don't really understand what she was depicting. The only thing I'm seeing here is that the Ghanaian flag is on the butterfly, but for me, she was not really depicting the identity of, you know, the Ghanaian people. So I'll give her 5/10. Next we have Miss Guinea, and I love this costume. I love the effort that she put into the costume, but at the same time, what is she actually depicting from Guinea? Okay, so you guys should let me know. But for me, for the effort she put in, I'll give her 7/10. Next we have Miss Nigeria. Yes, in this costume, yeah, this is the traditional raffia costume, which I would say is something that for me personally, I like it. I love the costume, but at the same time, I'm not really feeling this costume the way I wanted to feel it. But I like the fact that she incorporated the raffia, which is like a traditional material or a traditional identity here in Nigeria. So I'll give her 7/10. But overall, I'm not entirely, you know, feeling the costume. Next, I have Miss Mauritius. Of course, this is, you know, a gown with embellishments at the back, which I don't really understand what it was actually depicting. For me personally, I don't like this particular costume. I don't know. Mauritius is a very, very vibrant country, so I think she would have gone for a more vibrant colors. But for me personally, I'll give her 6/10 because I don't know. I'm not really feeling it the way I ought to. So next is Miss Mayotte. I love this gown. I love the you know, the incorporation of the African material in the gown, but at the same time, I don't understand the white cape at the back, and I don't know the headpiece. I don't know what she used on the headpiece, guys. Like seriously, I'll give her 6/10. Next we have Miss Namibia. Yes, this is the Namibian headpiece and design, and you know, I love the dance she did in this particular costume. So with what I'm seeing so far, I think she put in lot more effort in depicting the identity of Namibia. So I'll give her 7/10. Going forward, we have Miss Senegal. Yes, Miss Senegal. I loved the costume, but I don't think she put in a lot of effort into it. You know, depicting the national flag at the back. We all know that, you know, the national flag is part of the costume, but at the same time, you have to depict your identity. So I would say that for me, I'm not a fan of this at all. I'm not a fan of this, so I'll give her 5/10. So next we have Miss Rwanda. Like seriously, I love the way the costume transformed. I love the transformation of this costume. I love the effort put into the costume, you know, and I love the way she carried the costume entirely. But I don't know if this is what the Rwandan people are known for, okay? But I would say with the effort and everything she put in, I'll give her 8/10. Next we have Miss South Africa. Like seriously, I've seen South Africa with better looking costumes, and I'm really disappointed with this particular costume. I understand the fact that she didn't have enough time to prepare for the competition. That was the reason why she came out in this costume. But I would say, for me personally, she would have done better because South Africa is rich in culture. So I don't understand this particular costume, but I'll give her a 5/10. Next we have Miss Tanzania. I don't understand. This is actually depicting a bee. Like seriously, is Tanzanian known for bees or what? I don't really understand this costume. But I would say with the effort she put in, I would say, okay, let's just give her 6/10. So next we have Miss Zambia. Yes, I really like I'm confused about this costume. Like, is this a warrior costume or what? I don't really understand what she was actually depicting. For me personally, there's no much effort put into the design of the dress, so I'll give her 5/10. Next we have Miss Zimbabwe. Well. I don't know at this point. I don't know. I loved the design of the costume, but I don't know, was she trying to depict something different? I don't know. I don't really understand what she was trying to depict, but I love the effort she put into the costume. So for this, I'll give her, let's say, a 7/10. Last but not the least, we have Equatorial Guinea, and yeah, I would say I love this costume. I love the fact that she was actually depicting the the warriors in Equatorial Guinea. For me, I think this is the best costume so far, because at least I can see an element of culture, an element of identity in this particular costume. So I'll give her a 9/10. Okay. All right, guys, this is it for my reaction to the national costume of the African countries and the African contestants. So I'm looking forward to the preliminary competition, and I'm going to definitely come on film another video talking about my best or my standouts in the preliminary competition. Okay, so guys, what do you think about what do you think about the performances of the African countries in the national costume? Who are your favorites so far, and who do you think deserve to win the best in national costume from the African region? Okay, and I'll see you guys in my next video coming up very soon. Bye.